What's up? What's up? What's up? This is your girl, Donna D. Walker. Some of you guys know me as Donna Denise Walker. Some of you guys know me as Dee Dee Walker. Whatever you want to call me, I am so here for it. I'm so excited because I've been talking to you guys for over a month now, or maybe not a month, but a long time. And I've got this gentleman that I'm getting ready to interview. He is an actor, a director, a producer. He's been in over 60 movies. Yeah, 60 movies or more. And I got him right now, right here. Therron Dumas. Oh my goodness, did I say your name right?
Close enough. Yeah,
Oh,
you hurt yourself trying to get it together. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Oh my gosh. I've been talking about this moment. It seems like it's a month now, but I think it's been the last couple of weeks. I've been telling everybody that I have an interview with you and everything. I've been watching your movies. Oh my
Yeah, thank you.
goodness.
Yeah. I'm usually acting the fool in them, but yeah, trying to knock them out.
Oh my goodness. So I did like a little soft introduction, but if you would like to go ahead and just kind of introduce yourself, let folks know what it is that you do. We know that you're a producer, we know you're a director and actor, and you've been in over 60 movies, but go ahead, let them know.
That I mean, that's about my resume. I'm originally from Newark, New Jersey, so
New Jersey.
yeah. I'm just down in Georgia now because I'm down here taking over. But I'm originally from Jersey, Newark, New Jersey, born and raised. Did everything most people from Newark did. It's just, I didn't get too wrapped up in it. So when I decided to grow up, went to the Navy for a couple of years. Then I got hurt during Desert Storm. So then
Oh, okay.
came out, yeah, it came out.
You
I
were in
did
the
just
first one or the second
everything.
one?
I was in there with Daddy Bush, so I was in the first one. Yeah,
Oh, wow.
yeah,
Oh, wow.
1990. Yeah, 1990.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm
Mm-hmm.
old. Um, but I
No,
did
no,
a little bit
I
of
think me and you are the
everything.
same age. We young. We young.
Yeah, yeah, I'll take it. But yeah, I done did everything. Bartender, personal trainer, word processing. I done child care. I had child care center, real estate. I did a little bit of everything, and I got into acting. I believe at the end of 2011, my daughter was being submitted for modeling, and it was an ad for a male actor, and it was like, Daddy, you want to do this? I'm like, no. So of course I didn't. No, and of course my photo and my military and martial art background, and I can hold a tune when I need to. So when they sent all that stuff out, they was interested enough to call me. So I went, and I ended up being one of the posters for the movie and an assassin, a futuristic assassin for Terrence Howard. But
Oh,
movie never came out.
nice.
Yeah, movie never came out though because he got into it with production. So something went on behind the scenes to where he didn't want his likeness to be seen in the movie, so it never came out. But
Oh.
I got
Hmm.
bit by a bug then, and then I said, "Oh, all right, this is all right." And then it just went from there. I started hustling, trying to figure out ways to get in people, the easiest ways to get in people movies without having experience. And I found a little niche on how to do it, and I
Hmm.
started knocking the movies out. Then after a while, after about 4 or 5 movies or whatever, I actually had experience at that point in time. So yeah, after that, I never, I said I never been they use the term struggling actor. I've never been a struggling actor, thank God.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you. I was gonna
I had
say, were
to make,
you? Yeah.
yeah,
What
I
was
had to
your
make
process in act?
make
Yeah.
make time, yeah. But like I said, I guess it was my calling because for me to not want to do it, I've done quite a bit in the time frame, and then now with the writing and directing, and I don't want to do that neither. It's just it just happened. I
Oh
was like,
wow.
let me try this and see how it worked out, and ended up being now I'm an 8-time multi-international award-winning writer, director, and actor. I said, oh, I guess I'm okay at it.
Whoa. I'm literally learning this as you're saying all of this. That
Yeah,
is freaking
crazy.
amazing.
Thank you, thank you. I won.
Wow.
Let me get it right. The Presidential Lifetime Achievement Award for helping over, I believe it's 150 actors and actresses in their career by either putting them in stuff that I've co-written or putting them in front of people to further their career. Because I got a good rapport with everybody. Because you figure I started acting up there with you, so I started acting up there in the DMV, and by the time I was up to like 37 movies, I was kind of feeling myself. I'm like, you know what? Let me go ahead down to New Hollywood, Black Hollywood, and see what I could do down there. So that's when I left and moved down here. So I had a good rapport with everybody up there. And then when I got down here, once I, did a little moving and shaking, and I got in, what? Because once I meet a couple of people and I kind of vibe with them, and then they see, what I'm about and how I move. That's usually it. So now I'm in over 60, and I'm like the plug down here now. So I'm the one people come to either cast their movies, because I've worked with so many different people, either
Mhm.
up north and now down here. I know exactly who can do what, and I know exactly who kill what part. And even if they have people already in position and I know them, and it's like I know a better part for that person, because I try to keep it as realistic as possible. Even when I'm
Mhm.
casting for my stuff, like I try to tell people, like, if I know you're like, I ain't gonna say hood, a street guy, girl, character, that means I'm bringing you in because of who you are. It makes it so bad when it's a street person. Now they're in the movie. Now they want to act street. It's like you kind of, it's like overkill. So I need you to be you. Like I
You
wouldn't say
thug
that.
behind the
Yeah,
scenes and in front of the
yeah,
scenes.
right. So now you want to be double thug now, or like just be
Double dog.
yourself. Yeah, it's like I just need you to say my line. Your demeanor is what I need. I don't need you to act hood now. And they're like, nah, you don't want to say you already hood, but yeah, nah,
We
be
already
yourself.
good, yeah.
Right. And I'm trying, I try to keep people in their realm per se, because
Mhm.
like if I know a guy, like let's say he an actor, but I know he's more urban. I'm not going to put him, especially in his first few roles. I won't put him in a position like the mayor and stuff, because you don't even speak that type of way, that type of tone, that vernacular. See, with
Mhm.
me, luckily I grew up. I don't want to say it. I didn't even grow up hoodish. This Newark is just considered the hood, unfortunately. But I went home here recently, because I always tell people, well, I'm from Newark, I'm from the hood. I went home. I had to film a movie in Brooklyn, and it was cheaper for me to stay in my childhood home and them to Uber me over to Brooklyn than it was to get a hotel. So I'm
Mhm.
walking around, so now it's nostalgic. I ain't been home in probably 8-9 years since then. So I'm walking around. I'm in the basement looking at my grandmother's old beauty salon where she used to do hair, because she passed away in 2012. I'm looking at the kitchen where I used to sneak downstairs and learn how to, cook food, and the little bedroom where, once I got into girls, I sneaked them downstairs. I'm up on the first floor, so I'm doing the whole tour. I'm going to the second floor.
That's a
You know,
movie right there.
yeah, man, look. So, I
Mhm.
go upstairs to the first floor. I'm like, yeah, just, reflecting, reminiscing. Go up to the second floor, my old room, my mother old room, the other living room, my grandmother room. I go to the third floor. I got to the third floor, like, hold on. I was like, I grew up in a 7-bedroom house with 2 kitchens and it was two kitchens and 2 living rooms. I said, I got to stop telling people I'm from the hood. I'm like, I
They
may
were like,
be
"You lived in a mansion. What you talking
yeah,
about?"
right. I'm like, I may be, I'll say I'm of an urban area now, but I'm like, man, my mother worked for the government since she was 18. Like, even the FBI. I went to private school. I did the stupid stuff I did, to fit in, because everybody wasn't in the same position I was in, or predicament I was in per se.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, but I was like, I did the stuff because everybody else in the neighborhood was doing it. Like, I needed friends. I was a kid, so of course, I'm gonna do what everybody else did. It's just since I grew up a certain way, I, I knew how to maneuver a little better than people. And I got a ticket to walk a lot of times. Like, let's say we did get stopped by the police and they get to asking questions and what school do you go to? And everybody saying these schools, they get to me and I go to Blessed Sacrament. They're like, come on, bro.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, you need to stay away from them. But I couldn't, they my friends. So I'm not gonna stay away from them. But as I got older, I was like, all right, I gotta chill. And then, I was about to have my first child as I was turning 18. So I had to grow up fast. So I decided, go to the Navy and, do my thing. And then came home and did everything else. And then I got to the acting and then got real serious with that.
Got the acting bug.
I was like, all right, well, maybe I'm all right at this acting thing. And been going steam ahead since then.
Oh, wow. You had an amazing journey in your life. And like I said, that's a book within itself. One of the questions, so I wanted to make sure that I get all the questions that the folks have, they send in about. And one of the things they wanted to know, when you said that you got the acting bug and you realized, okay, this is something I really wanted to do. Were there particular roles that you're like, okay, I like this, but I'm not going to play this, or were there some roles that you would not play, or there was like everything is an open book for you?
Well, I wasn't real, because you can't be real choosy in the beginning. I mean, I don't only do straight roles. I don't do none of the other stuff, but that wasn't even real popular back when I started anyway. It's popular now, but back then,
it's a little bit more open. People a little bit more open-minded about it than back then. It was like, unless you played Big Mama or something like that, or like a comedy situation.
Right. But no, because really, like I said, I couldn't be choosy because I'm just starting, and I got a naturally, I guess, stern look about me or whatever. So I would always get the villain roles. So I'm gonna take them, because like, you feel like you're getting typecasted. I'm like, not really, because I'm never the same villain. Like, I'm not always a drug dealer. I'm a crooked. No, I'll be a drug dealer. I've been a drug dealer. Then I'm a crooked cop, crooked lawyer, crooked congressman. So I get various roles. I ain't gonna be worth a damn in them, but I get a lot of roles. Not like I'm always the same person. So I'm like, nah, it doesn't bother me. And then, like the movie that I sent you, Carlos Roman said he was tired of me playing the bad guy. And he was like, I wrote a role for you that I want you to do. And he gave it to me, and I looked like mentally disabled. I'm like, all right.
Oh my gosh. And that was my next thing. Like, okay, so there's two movies. Now, I know that you said you've been over 64 movies, but there was two movies that stood out to me, and they're completely opposite of each other. One, one is called Under His Control, which is streaming on Tubi TV. And when I say that, I sat there and I was like, "Oh, honey." And then the movie that you just sent me with the two brothers, it's completely different. And I know that you're saying that you almost mostly play kind of like the tough guy. How was it like playing a completely different person, not only a different person, but a disabled person? And what was that like? What was the difference?
It was strange because, like I said, by me, I'm sorry, I got this oil is rolling in my eye trying to get rid of this scratch on my face from fighting my other job. Yeah.
You're fine. You're fine.
So I didn't really want to do it at first. I'm like, like, all this drama and havoc I can cause in these movies, and you want me to play disabled, and I'm flipping through the script, and I'm like, I'm not really saying a whole lot. I was like, all right, since he wrote it for me, I'm gonna go ahead and do it. So I happened to be taking care of somebody disabled at the time. So I was taking care of somebody with Down syndrome. So I knew, all the little nuances. So I knew all the, the rocking and not really making eye contact and the fingers, steadily moving. So I just incorporated it, and everybody loved that movie. And I'm like, really? Even Keith David from
I'm trying to tell you.
Like, what? I'm like, okay.
Yeah, that movie had me in tears. Like, it came in my head, went right out of my head. The one that was said he had to see Judge Wapner. You know what I'm talking about. It was a character that he played. He was disabled.
Rain Man, Dustin Hoffman.
Rain Man.
Yeah.
Let me tell you.
With what you call it?
In radio. Those roles to me takes a lot of energy to do. It really does, because you have to stay in a certain character and a certain mindset. You have to keep up with, like you said, with the hand movement, the gestures. So to me, I think those are very incredible roles to play. It really is. It really, and you did a good job. You did a good job.
And then see, and then I'm still like, people don't believe me, but I'm shy, and I ain't all giggly and grinny and whatnot. So I had to do the exact opposite. Shy. I don't like a bunch of people. Yeah, I am. Look, I don't like a bunch of people looking at me. I'm not all, I'm from
a lot of actors say that.
Laughing. Yeah. So I had to be the opposite. Now I'm in a park, so everybody looking at me. Now I got to act all grinny and giggly. So everything I don't do, I had to do for that character. But I did it. I actually won my first lead actor award for that role. I was like, wow. Okay.
Yeah, so, it was amazing.
Now, thank you.
Yeah, it was completely different than Under His Control. Under His Control, where that trigger warnings right there. But that was an amazing role that you played too, because it brought to light the
psychological abuse.
The psychological abuse that can happen. Because a lot of people think. Well, not a lot of people, but a lot of people, when they say abusive, they think somebody physically beating them, but you can mentally beat somebody down too.
Absolutely. And sometimes that's worse, and that has longer lasting effects. The bruises go away most of the time. But
you mess with somebody mentally, Yeah.
They thinking about you and you're not even around.
You did a really good job with that one too. You really did.
Thank you.
Yeah. So the responses between the both of them, what is the response you get with that one a lot?
What, Under His Control? Oh man. I didn't realize so many people, because now I wear glasses for real now. So I really look like, the character that I was playing. And I had found out that I was cast first for that character, for that movie, actually, because the young lady whose movie it is saw me acting a fool in another movie and was like, I want him to play my husband. If y'all can't get him to play my husband, I might not do the movie. I'm like, what? I'm like, really? So, but yeah, most women, they not really feeling me. Like, they know my real personality, because when I'm at work, because I do I got my own security contract, so I'm always dealing with the public. And a lot of them will come in, and it's usually women, and they look at me and whatnot. So I'm trying to figure out, do they know me from working, someplace else, or where they know me from? I'm like, and I'll say, I'm like, can I ask you a question? I'm like, why are you staring at me? One of them was like, because I wanted to hear your voice. You that husband.
I wanted to make sure it was you.
I'm like, yeah, right. I was like, yeah, I'm that husband. They be like, I don't know if I want to punch you in the face more or her for letting you do what you did. I was like, yeah, it was crazy. Like, why you do her like that? I'm like, it's not really me, right? I said,
I didn't do that. I was just acting.
But the ending of that movie is as bad as he did her. That wasn't the real ending of the movie. The real ending of the movie, after he took her through all that, he left her for another dude.
Oh.
Yeah. I said, but we gonna make me walk off into the sunset though, because
Okay. Yeah, that's right. Because you said it's based on a true story. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So
Wow.
yeah, the response I usually get from is usually from women. One guy recognized me from that movie, and he was with his wife, and we was in the supermarket, and they kept looking at me. So I got to get used to this. This. I say I'm snap finger famous. They be like, damn, I know you from somewhere. So
Like,
he was looking.
ooh, you look familiar.
Yeah, he was like, hey man, what movie was you in? I'm like, huh? His wife was like, didn't I tell you that man wasn't in no movie? I was like, well, the one that's trending are, and I ran down like 3 of them. She's like, you really in a movie? I was like, I'm in a couple of movies. She was like, oh my God, I'm sorry. I thought he just made a mistake. I was like, nah, you right.
He
So,
was eyeing you,
yeah,
boy.
right. But
Oh
yeah.
gosh. So speaking about movies, so the behind you, I noticed you have a machete, right?
Oh
And
yeah,
so
yeah.
that's something right there. Explain that right there.
That was from a movie called, I mean, not a movie, from a series called Shotgun Mythos. And I was in episode 5, 6, and 7. And my character was Axe, so ATXE. And I was a demigod called out of retirement to fight what is his name? Black Hour in the
Mm-hmm.
series. I'm the only one who fought him in the past and survived. So after 40 years of retirement, they called me out of retirement because I had my own little China shop. I ran a little China shop and sold antiques. But
Oh
then they came
wow.
to get me. Yeah, I know, right? Came to get me out
You
of
did
retirement.
everything.
Right. Yep. And they got me out of retirement to fight him again because I was the only
Mhm.
one to survive. I was like, boy, look at them arms back there. Let me get back to the gym. Yeah, but
Hey, I
yeah,
feel
that one, I
sorry
think
for
that
the other
one,
guy. He ain't got no arms.
right. I think it's still on Amazon Prime, but that was like over 10 years ago. Yeah, I think that was in like 720p back when that was like high definition.
Oh wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So you said from the get-go you have done a lot of stuff, and a lot of stuff I'm sitting here like, whoa. So I mean, you've done so much, but what is next for you? What you about to do next?
Well, now I've written, I want to say, 5 movies and 3 series. So now I've done, collaborations with people. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm an award winner, as a team. But I want to see going forward with just my imagination how people receive me because I have a 21st century vampire movie that I'm about to start working on. I
Ooh.
try to have I try to have different topics because a lot they think that our community the only thing we can write about is selling drugs or killing each other or cheating on each other. So I'm trying to
Mm-hmm.
change the narrative and
Just
have
switch it up a little bit. Yeah,
different topics. I
awesome,
mean, it'll
awesome. I
have
love it.
elements, it'll have elements of that stuff because you can't get around it. But I don't want the whole premise to be about drug
Mm-hmm.
selling and things of that
Mm-hmm.
nature. Like
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Mm-hmm.
working on, well, not working. I wrote the first episode of a joint venture I'm doing with Black World Family Entertainment called Unregistered
Mm-hmm.
Hits. Now that's about a hitman, and I'm trying to use different current events. Like the first episode is about trafficking, children trafficking actually.
Oh,
So
okay.
it'll be how he's taking out each because like he's a bad guy, but with a conscience per se, because like it's going to be a part on there where he actually takes out. He's not even the contract guy, but he takes out the driver of the car that has the children in it. Then he just opens up the door and simply points, and they all get out and take off. So he's a bad guy because he's killing people on contract, but
Mm-hmm.
he has a conscience as well. So first episode is children trafficking. The second one I'm about to probably start writing this week, and it's going to be about the opioid pandemic. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
just trying to keep trying to stay current,
Mm-hmm.
keep it interesting, but slightly educational. Even if I gotta sneak the educational part in because sometimes people know it's educational. It's like a shield up. So, but
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
I'm hustling.
Wow, wow. You are amazing. You're amazing. So, how can folks find you other than, they can, of course, they can Google you because you come up
Right.
and everything, but can you just kind of like give my
Yeah.
audience like a way they can
Right.
find you on
Every
Instagram, Twitter?
everything is my name. Instagram is Therron Dumas Acts. ACTS. I'm sorry. The Jersey accent. So Therron Dumas
The
Acts.
Jersey.
Yeah, that part. Facebook is Therron Dumas. And I think on TikTok is Actor Dumas. Yeah, I think it's Actor Dumas. So, nothing
Yeah,
real tricky. I try to keep it, but my
all the
name is
same.
already weird enough that people can't even spell it or say it, or so I don't need to add a bunch of other stuff to it because there's only
Mhm.
one me. So, yeah,
Wow,
everything's on
wow.
my name. If you type in my name, I think everything come up anyway. Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. I
Wow.
get me a
Wow.
nice little following on TikTok now. I'm like, okay,
Yeah, I noticed that. I was looking you up. I was like, okay, go ahead, you. Go ahead.
yeah, all right. Let me find out y'all watching me on TikTok.
Yes, honey. Yes. Listen, I want to thank you so much for coming on the show. I've been talking you
Thank
up for
you.
a moment and it is finally happened, y'all.
Thank
Yes, he's
you.
on the show
Thank you
right
for having
here.
me. Thank you so much for having
I,
me. So I've been looking at you. You get these shows together for years. I said, finally get up here now.
yes, I'm excited. I'm more than excited. I'm very honored, and I'm very honored, and I would
I'm
love
honored
for
as
you to
well.
come back
Thank you.
again, especially when you get that
Absolutely.
vampire movie out. Ooh, honey, I love
Yeah.
vampire
Well,
movies.
you said that you was coming to a casting call, so
Yes, yes. Ooh, I could
just
see
saying.
myself as a vampire. Ooh.
Yeah. Exactly. I know that's right. But
Oh
yeah,
gosh.
I'll let you know when we doing it.
Okay. Okay.
All
Awesome.
right.
Awesome.
All
And I'll
right.
keep everybody posted. I want to thank you
Okay.
again so much for coming on the show. Guys, this has
Thank you.
been another showing of the Donna D. Walker podcast. Of course, I got the Ron Dumas.
Okay. There you go. Yep.
I
That's
got
it.
the Ron Dumas on here. And yes, he is coming back. So thank you again. And before I go, this is the most important thing. And I love to say this to everybody. I love you, man. Now, I know that you said you've been over 64 movies.